Hi children, welcome to Collective Worship with me, Rob. And welcome back to our series, I'm in Trouble! We're learning some important ways that we can handle the trouble that comes our way. Have you ever had really awesome plans to go somewhere and do something fun outside? You've been planning it for days or weeks and it was going to be epic. Maybe you're going to a really fun park or climb a mountain, or maybe go swimming at the pool or go to a theme park or somewhere else on holiday, and then all of a sudden, just when you were getting ready for your epic day, it started to rain outside. Before you knew it, it was a full-on storm. All of a sudden, your awesome epic plans for a fun day outside were ruined. Has that ever happened to you? Maybe you felt a bit like that during this lockdown time when you couldn't go swimming, or you couldn't go to a theme park, or maybe you couldn't go and see friends. Maybe it's felt like that when you've wanted to go and do something but then you can't go and do it. Well, today we're learning about a big storm that happened in the Bible. More importantly, we're learning about how God used Noah and protected him during the storm. Let's get ready to learn all about how God shelters us in the storm of life by checking out this awesome video.
Whoa, did you hear that? The storm outside is really strong. It's windy, raining, and thundering. But don't be scared. Remember, God will protect me in the middle of the storm. Hey, let's make our own thunder. When I point to you, say, boom, ready? What was that?
The thunder's getting closer. It's inside the building.
Don't worry, Simon. That was just the kids and me making storm sounds.
Why would you make scary storm sounds when there is a perfectly good storm doing just fine without your help?
We were just having some fun.
Kevin, there is nothing fun about storms. In fact, they are nothing but trouble.
What do you mean?
They are scary. They are loud. They get your tail all wet. And they can even pick up cows sometimes.
Well, I'm not sure about that last one, but I will agree that storms can be scary.
Thank you.
But even when you're in the storm, if it's from weather or from life's problems, you don't have to be afraid.
I don't?
Nope. When I'm in the storm, I always say, God will protect me in the middle of the storm.
Well, that's good to know the next time I face a storm. God will protect me in the middle of the storm. Wow, it works. Thanks, Kevin. Bye, kids.
Bye, Simon. Well, kids, today you will hear the story of God protecting a man named Noah and his family in the biggest storm in the history of the world. See you next time.
You know, trouble comes, but we must trust and obey through it all. The game this week is called Sea Turtle Race. Which sea turtle do you think is going to win the race? So the sea was pretty smooth for those turtles, wasn't it? But our song this week is called My Lighthouse. As when there are storms in the sea, boats need to see the way. And like that, Jesus is our lighthouse in the storms of life. He will show us the way to go. So let's get off our seats and let's sing My Lighthouse.
In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are my light, my lighthouse, shining in the darkness. I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore.
Well, now it's time for our Bible story. Let's see who built a shelter for the storms coming his way. Let's check it out.
Hey kids, my name is Ashton. Do you know what time it is? It's Bible story time. Today's Bible story is about a man named Noah and his family. God was so saddened by all the sin in the world that he decided to destroy the world with a flood. God searched the world to find someone who loved him, he found a man named Noah. God spoke to Noah and said, I'm going to destroy the earth and everything in it. So I want you to build a giant boat and take your family, along with 2 of every kind of animal, onto the boat. When the storm comes, I will keep you safe. Noah had never seen a flood before. Noah had never built a giant boat. He didn't know how he was going to build a boat big enough to hold 2 of every kind of animal in the world. Besides that, how was he going to get all of those animals to get on the boat? Even though he wasn't sure how he would accomplish everything, Noah obeyed God. Noah and his 3 sons gathered wood and began to build the giant boat. It took them many months to chop down the trees, cut the boards, hammer them together, and seal the cracks in the boat. The day came when it was time to get the animals in the boat. Noah wasn't sure how he was going to do this, but he didn't have to do anything. God spoke to the animals, and they began to show up 2 by 2. Elephants, giraffes, donkeys, bears, every kind of animal in the world. Wow! Then God spoke to Noah and said, take your family into the ark. In a few days, I will send a storm upon the earth. For 40 days and 40 nights, the entire earth will be destroyed. Noah listened and took himself and his family into the ark. People thought they were crazy. No rain had come, and they were just inside a giant boat. But just as God promised, the rain began to fall from the sky, and the earth began to flood. Noah and his family were protected because Noah obeyed God. Many months later, the floodwaters receded, and the ark landed safely on the top of a mountain. God placed a beautiful rainbow in the sky as a promise that he would never flood the earth again. God sheltered Noah and his family during the storm. In your lesson, you're going to learn that when you obey God, he will shelter you in the storms of life. Well, I hope you enjoyed our Bible story. See you around!
God sheltered Noah and his family during that storm, and he will shelter us in the storms of our lives too. What do you think, Kathy?
Hello everyone. Today we're talking about storms, and that makes me feel nervous. I'm really scared of storms. If I'm going to stay safe in a storm, I need one special thing. Can you guess what that might be? I need a blanket. I need this special blanket to keep me safe and secure, because it helps me feel safe, so I put it around my shoulders when a big storm comes, and when the thunder crashes and the lightning flashes, I hide underneath my blanket, and then I feel safe. Noah faced a really big storm. The Bible doesn't say if Noah had a special blanket, but it does tell us how Noah kept safe in the storm. So how did Noah stay safe in the storm? That's right, God kept Noah safe during the storm. And the same God who protected Noah will protect us during the scary and tough things in our lives. Noah obeyed God, and God kept him safe. When we obey God, he will keep us safe. God is our protector. He's bigger than any storm, and he's stronger than any trouble.
Thanks, Kathy. We all face storms. Now, I don't mean thunderstorms with rain and lightning. I mean the storms of life. Those times when things are really tough. This blanket is a bit like a comforter, isn't it? It comforts me. You know, there's something about your comforter that makes us all feel better. Maybe that's why it's called a comforter. It comforts us. It helps us feel safe. Well, when you face the storms of life, you can run to God. You know, Noah obeyed God, and he built that massive boat, didn't he? The entire time the world was flooded, Noah stayed safe and dry in the ark. You know, God sheltered Noah from the storm, and he'll do the same for you too. Let's finish with a prayer. Dear God, thank you that you are our comforter, and you will always be with us when we are in a storm or in trouble. Help us to obey you and rest in your peace. Amen. Well, that's it for this week. Have a great week, everybody. And remember, if you feel like you're in trouble this week, run to God, because he is your comforter. Bye.